ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of December something or other. What day is it? 8th. December 8th, 2024. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams, along with our in-studio editor, Big Bad John. We've also got our in-studio correspondent, Sweet Tea, and the professional. We're all in the house today.
Where's Maximus?
Max is on a 3-day ayahuasca journey in the middle of the woods with an Indian high chief and a couple of Inuit from Alaska.
Inuits?
Yeah, Inuits.
What is an Inuit?
They're formerly known as Eskimos, but you can't call them that anymore.
Oh!
So they're the Inuit.
Okay, so they're Inuit.
And
gotcha.
so Max is going to be on a 3-day ayahuasca journey. It's sort of like a spirit journey, where he's gonna meet his inner self, and he's gonna come back next week even more enlightened and more powerful than he was before.
It has to be stopped. It has to be stopped. That's just all there is to it.
All right, Luke, how's your Sunday, brother?
Wrestling day.
It
lot
is.
of news.
You are right. Big
A lot
Bad.
of stuff took place this
Yes,
week.
sir. Big Bad John?
My Sunday is going amazingly.
Hell yeah, it is. Sweet Tea,
What?
how's your Sunday?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening to you.
Well, La Professional,
Jam.
how's your Sunday?
The day after Saturday.
That's true. Every single
See,
Sunday
I
is the day
try
after
to
Saturday.
tell him this all the time.
I don't know why I do this. I don't know
Because
why.
it has to come from
What's
a
become of my
professional.
life? Stu, why are you
Alcohol and ass?
well, yeah,
Yes,
that's the
yes.
title of my autobiography. All right, so we got.
Tears on the bed sheets.
Well,
that's your other
That's the sequel.
That's the sequel.
The Revenge. All right, so we got a lot to get into. Let's get started with our top story, or our first story, not really top story.
First story, yes.
First story today.
Also, this lineup is a surprise for everyone.
Yeah, Big Bad John threw this one together. We're talking about Survivor Series. We weren't here last week, so we're going to recap both Survivor Series and NXT Deadline, as well as where the points left us. Hey, wait, did we do the tally of the points for Survivor Series at least?
I don't believe so. We don't touch that book.
Okay, so...
I have.
Oh, you did. She did.
Yeah,
yes.
yep,
Okay.
she did. She put it all together.
Okay. The only tally that hasn't been
Yep.
made is last night's
Yep.
tally.
I've been
Yep.
making up the
Yeah.
tallies. and
Thank you so
keeping it on
much.
track.
All right, so in no particular order, we'll get right into it. The women's War Games match did occur. We had the team of Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Bayley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair against Candice LeRae, Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. Interesting note that something that was left off of all the promotion for this match, we were just talking about it. Not only did Rhea Ripley's team defeat the Women's World Champion, the WWE Women's Champion, Miss Money in the Bank, but they also defeated Candice LeRae, who is the WWE Women's Speed Champion.
Yeah.
Which means that Rhea Ripley's team defeated every single representative of the Women's Championship, every woman's champion, every woman who's got something to
Every
to
representation of a championship.
with the exception, of course, of the United States Intercontinental titles, but those haven't been determined yet. Right. So Rhea Ripley's team basically dominated the women's division as a whole.
Not to mention, we mentioned this a couple weeks ago on the show, but Io Sky has been in every single women's War Games in existence.
Hasn't she also been on the winning team of every single one?
I don't think the winning team, but
Okay.
I know she has been a part
Yeah, she's
of...
been in. Well, she's done the trash can spot
That's
every.
still pretty
every year.
impressive.
Yeah, every single year. And I'm starting to wonder if they don't just keep including her, number one, because of her experience.
And two, because she's the only one crazy enough to do it.
She's crazy enough to do the fucking trash can spot. Which, again, fine with it.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah,
booking
yeah,
her.
yeah.
Book her till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, for sure.
I like to
And
call
then,
her
but then when the
Trash
wheels
Man
fall
Io.
off, replace them and set her at the commentary table.
That's right. She can go call the Japanese commentary with Funaki. That'd be fucking cool. I love
Indeed.
Funaki.
Indeed.
I love Kai and Tai.
Indeed.
Taka Michinoku and
Well, they
Funaki.
were evil.
Oh, they were evil. So yeah, the women's
Danhausen
team,
is too, so I'm a fan of that.
Rhea Ripley picked up that one. We all went with Ripley's team. There was no deviation from that.
No.
For the LA Knight, yeah,
Yeah.
versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship.
Assholes.
What an upset.
Yes.
We all went with LA Knight.
Of course we did. Who would have thought they were going to
The
give
only-
Shinsuke something?
One of the only times I've ever bet against Shinsuke Nakamura,
Yeah.
and he wins.
All right.
But however, how cool is he fucking right now?
We've got a picture somewhere on here as we go that will show
Yeah.
the new gear and stuff.
Triple
But yeah,
H, man,
super cool.
knows exactly how to produce and package a talent, even if it takes him a little time to get there. And Shinsuke coming back right off the gate, taking the U.S. title. We got another heel, top dog heel, foreign heel, holding the U.S. title hostage.
Yep.
Fantastic work. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther defended against Damian Priest.
Interference by Finn Balor causing
Damian to
Priest
lose.
Yes.
Max and the Professional are the only people who went with Damian Priest. Everybody else went with Gunther, so everybody else got a point. And for the men's War Games,
A lot of injuries.
Solo
coming out of men's
Sikoa.
War Games.
Tonga Toa, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and Bronson
And
Reed.
Dave.
And Jeff against Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Jimmy and Jey Uso,
And Phil.
and Phil! And Philip Pepsi Brooks, of all people, because when I think the Samoan Dynasty, of
I
course,
think Pepsi
how
Man.
can you leave out a 41-year-old white guy from Chicago?
I mean, you don't.
Yeah, obviously, he's got
You can't.
Well, he's a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, I mean, well, here's the deal. He owes Paul a favor.
So for that one,
It means when he really, really wants that last fucking pretzel bite.
yeah. Oh wait,
You remember the bagel bites with
We-
pizza on them?
we forgot one.
What did we forget?
Before we talk about that one, the triple threat for the Intercontinental title.
Oh yeah, it was forgettable.
Yeah, Braun Breaker, Ludwig Kaiser, and Sheamus. Braun Breaker pick up the win.
Sheamus suffering shattered rib and will be out probably till Rumble time
Yeah.
or better.
And then Roman Reigns' team picked up the win
Happy Sunday, Big Bad John.
in
Yeah.
War Games. Why does it? Okay, why
Why what?
did Max not go with the Bloodline, the original Bloodline? Because his lettering is marked out.
Because he has an M on both.
Yeah, whatever one's marked out is the one he didn't go for.
Okay, well, whatever. Either way, OG Bloodline picked up the win.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns represent. We knew
I
that was
believe
gonna
he
happen.
went with Sami Zayn wanting to beat
Yeah.
the turn on.
What's
or
up,
somebody
Derek?
turn
Welcome
on.
to the show, brother.
What's up, Derek? Subscribe to your channel finally earlier.
Yes,
Can't wait
sir.
to watch some stuff.
So,
Hey, Luke.
Again.
Hey, Luke. I did that like last year, buddy.
I know. Every time I get on
That's-
there, I'm always on the Pro Wrestling Throwdown when I'm never usually on my private one.
Before-
You gotta represent.
James Williams, though, bro. It's me.
so before we tally up for deadline,
Yes.
our standing was Luke in the lead with 83 points. I was in second with 82. The Professional was 78. Big Bad John was 77. Sweet Tea
Don't
was
say
67. Luke, you picked up 4 points, bringing you to 87, keeping you in the lead. I took up 3, 85, keeping me in second place. Kay comes out at 82. Big Bad John 81. Sweet Tea 71. But that is before we tally NXT deadline
Which
points.
I got no points.
So stay tuned.
But I finally hit.
Hit us with the next one, John.
Absolutely.
All right. He hasn't been drinking at all. I
Not
swear.
even a little. That's not true. NXT Deadline was a fantastic freaking show, and I would like to point out
Not seen it.
that again, Johnny, can I get a camera on this one? I want to look at the people. I would like to point out that again, I'm not the biggest NXT fan until the TNA deal, right? And before, I really struggled calling NXT pay-per-views, right? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember? Stay tuned, Daddy-O. All right.
I would like to remind everyone,
That we don't like.
January is upon us.
Welcome. So, we have, in no particular order,
Ordeer?
Faxium against the No Quarter Catch crew for the NXT Tag Team titles. Everybody on the team went with the No Quarter Catch crew, and nobody got a point. We expected the Faxium breakup. We expected the friction.
Here's the deal. It's never going to happen.
No.
They're never going to break them up. It's never going to happen. They're going to be champions forever.
Yep. I'm fine with it.
Considering that Nathan Frazier wrestled the opening match of the pay-per-view, and then turned around and wrestled it for the title.
Yeah.
After there was a skit I saw on Facebook this morning that was what did he say? Oh, Axiom's like, man, are you okay? He's like, I had to get taped and shit. And he's like, what happened to you? And he goes, Oba, man.
Oba, man?
He's like, no one knew Oba, man. But yeah, no, he had his nose busted all over his
Yeah.
face. But here's the deal: don't break him up. Just
No,
call
keep
him
them
up.
together, please.
Also, wait, I'd like to point out. Look at the picture. Can you go wide real quick, Johnny?
Mhm.
What is different on this poster than on any other NXT poster?
I don't actually see NXT. I see
Exactly.
WWE.
Last night it was known as WWE Deadline,
Mm-hmm.
and they were specifically mentioned as WWE superstars.
Yeah.
NXT is now
Officially the third brand. And who said that 2 weeks ago? Who said that?
Well, who's been saying that for
Who
the
said
last
that?
year?
Yeah, I was about to say, we've talked
no,
about
but I'm
it
saying
forever.
we said
Yeah.
it. We said
Yeah,
it
yeah.
point
Oh,
blank
well,
2 weeks
I mean,
ago
Triple H is finally listening.
that they were going to make it officially revered as the third brand.
It's fantastic.
Oh man, I love it. Especially like I said.
Now here's the deal. We'll get into it
Sure.
here in a second. But
All right.
No Quarter Catch Club, although crew.
Yeah.
Still young, still vibrant,
Yeah, still got a lot of.
still can get the job
yeah.
done. So
Lola Vice against the reigning women's champion Jada Parker
wrong call.
for the women's NXT championship. Everybody except Max chose Lola Vice, or everybody except Max chose Jada Parker.
Wrong call.
And Lola Vice won the match, so Max is the only one who got a point for that.
Yeah, that was the wrong call. Jada Parker should not have lost.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, Lola Vice is your new NXT Women's Champion, kids.
Nope,
No.
wasn't for the belt.
Oh, I thought it was.
Roxanne Perez is the
Oh,
champion.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
like,
That's for the number one contendership.
Yes.
And they just got
Deadline.
Yeah.
Deadline is for the number one.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so we have the women's Iron Survivor, which is basically
King of the
their
Mountain.
version of King of the Mountain, which
Without-
is fantastic.
Without the ladder.
We have Sol Ruka against Stephanie Bakir against
Zarya.
Zarya against Julia against
Ren Sinclair.
Ren Sinclair from the Quarter Catch Club.
Yeah. Everybody except for Sweet Tea and I went with Stephanie Bakir to win. Sweet Tea went with Zarya, and I went with Julia.
Hey, that's a good call, man.
And Julia picked up the win. My girl.
Well, here's the thing. I thought when in my mind, this is just my pick, my thought process. I thought Stephanie Bakir was the only one who hadn't got a shot at the belt yet.
Sure.
Obviously, Ren Sinclair hasn't, but she was
she's
a last
brand
minute
new.
addition. But I thought Stephanie Bakir would get, but now Julia's getting yet another shot
That means they're going to
at the championship, which means one of those two were going heel. Stephanie probably on the other one due to the fact she wears the horns anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give her the belt, you cowards.
Also, bring Asuka back to NXT so I can see Asuka and Julia.
Yeah.
Because that's what that's where my money is.
So then we have the men's Iron Survivor match. Wes Lee against Siobhan Evans against Frazier?
Yes, Nathan Frazier.
Yeah, Nathan Frazier. For some reason I couldn't
They
make out that
They
name.
opened the show.
Yeah. Against Adam Page against Eddie Thorpe.
Ethan
Now,
Page.
What did I say? I said Adam Page.
Apologize.
I called him Hangman.
Apologize
Sorry,
to the
Ethan Page.
Egomaniacs, man. They built up half of our fucking
That you are correct.
watch total here.
Sorry,
right?
Egos. So
Even though he's getting called up. So
everybody except for myself went with Ethan Page. I went with
Except
Eddie Thorpe.
Wasn't in the
However, Eddie Thorpe was pulled from the match last minute. Now we've done this before, where in the spirit of fairness, I kept whoever was going to be, instead of changing,
Yes.
I kept whoever was taking Eddie Thorpe's place.
And you did tell us before.
Yes.
Yep, just to
Yes,
keep
you
it
did.
fair. And then Thorpe's replacement
was fucking
was Oba Femi.
again fucking Nathan Frazier afterwards.
Was Oba Femi.
Oba Femi, bro.
Oh, thank you, God. Actually, you know who I genuinely thought it was going to be?
I had a couple ideas.
I
actually.
thought it was going to be Josh Alexander.
See, I thought it would have been the absolute perfect time to either A, I know it's far-fetched, but
Sure.
I'm still saying Danhausen before long.
Okay.
It would have been great against Ethan Page to
Yeah.
play the goofy role.
Yeah.
The other one that I was thinking out, Joe Hendry,
Yeah.
was a thought process. Malachi Black was a
Would've been
thought
so
process, being that he's on his way out of AEW.
No, he is not. He went on. He went
Okay, I hadn't
publicly
heard
after
that
his
yet.
match
Well,
with
then that makes sense.
after his match with Adam Cole. He said that he was staying in
There
AEW.
was somebody else.
I also thought
Penta. Penta was another
is
idea.
also staying in AEW for now.
He showed up at AAA this morning.
Yeah, but they've got a working deal anyway. But he is
Oh,
not.
okay.
He tweeted because somebody reported yesterday that Sean Ross Sapp had said that he had signed with the WWE officially.
Yeah, I got that on
and
this
then
lineup.
on Penta's Twitter, he himself said, "No more rumors. AEW is my present." So like he hasn't gone, which we'll talk about all that here in a minute.
Yeah. Well, I heard about the whole Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, which is also on the lineup.
Yeah.
So that means that my man Obafemi won the Iron Survivor #1 contendership. You're welcome.
He'll take it from Trick.
Yeah. And then we have Trick Williams against Ridge Holland for the NXT Championship.
Wrong call yet again.
Everybody, except one man, everybody on the team chose Ridge Holland. And one man, one standout on this team, said that Trick Williams was going to retain. You know who that man was?
I just
have no
don't.
idea.
It was me, Austin! It was me all along!
I just don't see it as possible. Like it just.
Here-
I also haven't watched yet.
Here was
I
my
don't
thing.
understand the build.
I will tell you why it happened
Yes.
that way. Because the New Day just broke up.
No, not all of them. They just took out Biggie.
But Big E is the one that Ridge Holland put on the back burner.
Yeah.
And in order, even if they want Ridge Holland, and he's being primed for a main spot regardless, but even if they want Ridge Holland to be the NXT champion, it couldn't have happened the same week
I
that the New Day
figured
kicked
what I
Big E out.
figured
What
when he
if
would be the interim
they-
and just be a placeholder
Yeah.
champion until
What
they went
if,
to.
what if they're building up Ridge Holland so that when Big E comes back?
Big E gets his absolution when he returns at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Against Ridge Holland, he'll make the
Well,
elimination.
he'll eliminate both of the New Day and the Rumble.
Exactly. But they can't
That's
put the
what
NXT,
Mania
They
is.
can't put the NXT title.
And who, pray tell, talked about the build for Big E and a triple threat with the other two in 2019.
Yeah.
You can check it. It's
And
on
also,
here somewhere.
Who
It's
said
on
on
here.
this show like 3 weeks ago that Kofi wasn't going to go against Woodsy, that Kofi was going to turn heel
That's
with
cool
him?
as hell, man.
God
Cool as
damn
hell.
it. It's like we know what we're talking about when it comes to this business.
Was it?
So you've been in the business.
Was announced that Odyssey Jones threw a damper in it because they were going to turn on Big E with Odyssey Jones,
Yeah, but then
and
he
he
got
got
fired.
arrested.
So that brings our tally of points here. Max got 1 point.
Yes,
I got 3 points.
yes, you did.
And y'all got diddly fuck shit.
I didn't get 1 point.
No, sir. Not a one.
I didn't call a single one.
Not
right
a
now.
one.
Wow.
Mr. I watch NXT every week.
I do. I do.
However, I'd like to remind people that he kicked my ass in like the last 2 AEW pay-per-views.
Also, Rumble's coming.
Now, Rumble is coming. So that brings our current tally of points.
Mhm.
The exact same with one change. Picking up 3 points brings Caleb to 88 points. Put Caleb back in the lead, baby. We're back.
By a point,
For now.
right?
Now, yeah, by 1 point. Only one. And we've got an AEW pay-per-view, we've got the Rumble, we've got New Japan.
It's not gonna last.
It's
Don't
all
get-
coming.
don't
Hey, you know what?
Japan
this
is
might be my year.
Japan is always the
That's always the well. This is the first year we're including the points.
yeah, but I mean it's always like
We can, yeah,
half of the roster. I have no idea who the fuck they
yeah.
are.
Even I have trouble keeping up with it anymore.
Hold on. Tiger Mask gonna.
Tiger Mask is dead. He's in a
Damn.
ditch somewhere. Never yet to be seen again.
I'm telling you, I think he's the boogeyman.
Again. All right.
Hit
So
us with the next
that brings our total tally of points, and then whatever the next pay-per-view is.
Well, this is not going to be the next pay-per-view.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
not a pay-per-view. This is given away free on NBC, therefore not a pay-per-view, but the return of Saturday night's main event.
Do you remember the last Saturday night's main event?
Yeah.
It was Triple H and John Cena against Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Kurt Angle. Shawn Michaels against Shane McMahon in a no disqualification match. And there was one more match on that card, and I cannot recall what it was.
Matt Hardy boxed Evander Holyfield.
Yeah?
Or MVP.
He
MVP.
boxed MVP.
Convinced Matt Hardy
Yeah.
to box Evander Holyfield.
Yeah.
It was during their thing.
Where do you guys store this knowledge at?
Here.
We're on the spectrum, probably. Caleb's back and better than ever. Thank you, Derek. Hey, see, someone respects. Somebody appreciates
Don't
me.
do that there. On the Sean's theme song.
This room
Don't
can
do
only
that.
get so big.
But no, Liv Morgan finally happened to defend the title against Io Sky.
Yes.
We've got Kevin Owens and Cody
Cody
Rhodes for
Rhodes.
the WWE Championship.
Ooh.
We've got the end of the United States Championship Tournament.
Yep,
All
for
this
the women.
coming Saturday night, 7 o'clock.
Can't wait.
NBC and Peacock.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be great. we have an announcement to make on the commentating table, just in a few pictures
Yes.
of who the commentators
Yes.
are going to be. But that's going to be a fantastic match.
So who do you think's going to win?
Should be time to pull the trigger on either Io Sky or have Tiffany Stratton cash in. But I think Tiffany Stratton's going to wait till the Intercontinental title tournament's over and cash in on the champion the night it's made. Because here's the deal: they want her on Raw, and Raw gets what Raw gets what Raw wants with the trade window now.
That's true.
The trade window is open. American Made is the first set of people to go to SmackDown. Was announced on Twitter. So the expectation for SmackDown is Gunther up front.
Yeah.
Gunther, all of American Made, and who was the third one? We were just talking about it.
Okay.
American Made, Trick Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talked about those call-ups coming up.
That is just the first three being called up.
He was officially called up.
Because Nick Aldis said next week he had somebody the caliber of Carmelo Hayes to wrestle, and he's like, I have someone just in mind for you. It's fucking Trick
Think
Williams.
so?
Fuck yeah, it
too.
is. Time to call him up.
Run it
Put him back with Carmelo where he belongs.
Yeah.
Those two would run ass all over SmackDown,
Except
dude.
he's the NXT champion.
But Obafemi's going to take it at the end of the month anyway. New Year's Evil is before
You're
the
right.
Royal Rumble.
You're right.
Because the Rumble's in February this year.
Yeah.
Not January. First time in the history of the Royal Rumble that it did not take place in January. If you count the Greatest Rumble, but I don't count
No
it.
one counts the Greatest Rumble.
No one counts Braun as the champion, so fuck it.
No.
That's just like how many people forgot that there was Crown Jewel Crown Jewel belts and not rings. How many people forgot?
That's
out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Out there in wrestling land, has anybody thought about it?
You're
really?
right.
Since
No one cares.
Liv
No one
Morgan
gives a
doesn't
shit.
even wear the ring.
Yeah, no. Why would you?
So I mean,
It's too heavy.
well, it's made of blood money.
Yeah.
All right, hit us with the next one, please. Hey, they held those people on the fucking tarmac. Fuck them.
I know.
Not all of them, just some specific ones. This is a close-up look at the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
I can't fucking wait, and Natalia had better win it. I don't give a shit. Look, Natty has earned her flowers.
You
She's
notice Johnny put it
one
in
of
pink.
the most responsible.
Don't they look good on pink and black, don't it?
Fuck yeah, it does.
See?
She's one of the most responsible superstars. She's been a trainer. She's been an advocate for women's wrestling. She's one of the absolute best in the game.
Just
And-
like the United States title tournament needs to go to Meechin or Chelsea Green.
Right,
Don't
Chelsea
have
Green-
to have Bailey and Tiffany
No,
Stratton.
Chelsea Green.
Hang on. Chelsea Green.
Also, she needs to stop that because she's not good at it.
No, but
That
I
other
want-
girl needs to come up with something completely different because
No,
it's
Like,
not working for her.
Chelsea.
Or just
Come to
leave
the stage,
the
it's
recording,
Chelsea.
have somebody do a recording of it,
Yeah.
and tell the ring announcer to just shut up.
But back to the Intercontinental title.
Not just,
Sorry.
oh, yeah.
Natty being a member of the Hart Dynasty,
Only, ironically, the only member of the Hart Dynasty not to hold the Intercontinental title is her
a
dad.
member of the
Yeah.
roster for what, 20 years now?
She is the longest tenured member of the WWE active roster.
Give Natty the belt,
Yes.
you cowards.
Yeah, Natty is a wrestling institution for sure.
One
You're
hell,
fucking right,
you're
Derek.
goddamn right, Derek.
She would be a fantastic teacher.
She'd
be perfect.
Just like the United States title needs to be
And-
anyone other than Bailey and Tiffany Stratton.
And I'm not kidding when I say this.
Unless you have Tiffany cash in on somebody.
I want Rhea Ripley one day to hold the men's Intercontinental title like China did.
Yes.
And
Well,
I
think about this, though. This is the ultimate nod to China. Look at the belt.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
I never put two and two together, but the colored blue in the middle of the belt was the exact same Intercontinental belt China held.
Right. But I would love to see Rhea have both. One day.
Yeah.
One day have both Intercontinental titles. That's a pipe dream, and it may never come to
You're
fruition.
calling it now.
100%. Yes. Mark my words. Rhea Ripley will hold both Intercontinental titles once.
Yeah,
One day.
it's gonna be something.
But that being
You
said,
know how cool it'd be if it was at the same time.
that's what I want. I want her to have them both at the same time.
He wants her to be
Dual champion.
Rhea 2 titles.
Yeah. But for now, put that belt on Natty and leave me alone.
All right, so Johnny, hit us with the next one.
Stop calling me, Hunter.
So this is what the women's division in WWE looks like.
3 women's titles, 3
4.
women's second-tier titles, and a women's tag title.
Yes. 2 women, 2 heavyweights, 2 middles, Everyone has its second tier.
Yeah.
Plus the tag titles. Now, the tag titles we'll talk about here in a little bit.
Yeah. I like the idea of the tag titles still being floating championships. I think it mixes it up. I don't see a reason for it to be on one brand specifically.
No,
But-
the tag title should be on all
Yeah.
three brands.
But
It should be the reach out that keeps all three brands together.
And also, just for like some people say too many belts in wrestling, and I totally understand that. I
Not
agree.
when it comes to this.
Well, I agree with that philosophy, but here's the other thing. Belts primarily are merchandising. Now, the WWE can sell belts specifically to girl wrestling fans who want belts of their own.
And not only that, if I can piggyback off of
Sure.
that point, the biggest thing with the belts is you got people have to realize SmackDown's going to 3 hours for the first time in its existence.
NXT's on free broadcast TV.
Raw is going to 3 hours when it
Mhm.
goes back to Netflix, plus NXT. That's a lot of time. The addition of another belt makes sense.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, I will definitely save this video and replay it when Rhea Ripley wins both Intercontinental Championships. Thank you,
There you
Derek.
go, Derek.
My man.
There you go, brother.
One thing that, this is something WWE has done for the first time ever that I don't think has ever been mentioned. They
They're
have,
actually putting stock in the women's division.
well, not just that.
They learned that from TNA.
They have a monopoly on all three television platforms.
Yeah.
They now have an independent streaming platform, the first company to do it directly live.
Yeah.
They have cable with USA Network, the first company, the only company that had a standing relationship for the last 30, 40 years with a cable company. And now they're back on free broadcast television with the CW network.
Yep.
So it does not matter how you get your media. If you still have an antenna, you can watch CW. If you've got a Netflix subscription, you can watch Raw. And if you've got regular cable,
Actually,
you
you
can
can
watch
watch
SmackDown.
NXT the day after on the free app.
Right.
You don't even have to have a plan of any kind to have the app access.
They have-
free.
Yeah.
They have found a
They've
way.
got killer movies in there too.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Series and stuff. They got killer.
They
stuff
have
on there.
found a way to get into every single home in America one way or the fucking other.
Also, look at the production value
And,
of NXT.
With AEW, you can only watch Dynamite if you've got Hulu Live, if
Yeah.
you don't have regular cable.
Or Sling.
Sling, one of the live
Yeah.
cable package or live streaming packages you can get, Sling,
Until
Hulu
January,
Live,
anyway.
whatever they are, YouTube TV.
Yeah.
But if you just have regular Hulu, for instance, and you're a cord cutter, like let's say most cord cutters initially had Hulu and Netflix.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
can't watch Dynamite on regular Hulu at all.
No,
You
have
can't
to
watch
have
the
a
replay, nothing.
subscription. Yeah.
You can still watch regular Raw on Netflix. They're-
You can watch an hour and a half. Of
yeah, but
regular-
either way,
yeah.
you can watch regular Raw on Hulu.
Hulu,
But I'm
I
saying
meant,
you'll be
yeah.
able to watch Raw exclusively on Netflix if you've only got the two streaming platforms. If you're a cable cutter,
Also, it's instantly on demand. There is no 30-day hold.
so
Like the network, none of that. It will be
Not-
instantly available on demand.
not only did the WWE broadcast to every home, but they did it in surround sound, and they gave us more for the women to do in wrestling.
Also,
so,
if you think about it, we also had a wrestling. They were one of the only wrestling companies to run completely through the pandemic.
also,
Live.
AEW was the first wrestling company in America to feature a second-tier women's championship, right?
Uh-huh.
They only have one match a week featuring women on their TV
Yeah,
shows.
and it's Mercedes Monet that the crowd could literally give a hot fuck about.
But you see what I'm saying?
I see
They were
it.
the first one to do it, and they don't even do it well.
No,
The WWE was like, we'll do it 3 times.
they were. They,
it's
were,
gonna be
they
great.
weren't the first. TNA was the first to have a second-tier women's title.
Well, they had the Knockouts tag team titles.
Well, they had the one night only women's championship belt too that was defended at the one night only shows. They had
I
two
guess.
separate women's championships.
Yeah, well, technically, WCW had the women's cruiserweight title, didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Or like the
yeah.
women's hardcore title or something like that.
Well, it was a woman holding the cruiserweight title.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
We
Medusa.
talked about that, Medusa, yeah.
Yep.
Because everybody always gave gave China the flowers for holding the Intercontinental title, and nobody ever mentioned the fact that Medusa was the first American woman on television to hold the men's championship.
Yeah, she beat Evan Courageous on a night match. Or I'm sorry, she beat Oklahoma,
Look at that, folks.
which was
Look at
actually Ed Ferreira's fat ass.
Educating the masses.
Anyways, here's what the next one we've had, John. So this is the United States title tournament. This is not updated. Tiffany Stratton did go through.
Yeah.
It will be Tiffany Stratton versus Meechin and Bailey versus Chelsea Green on SmackDown.
And then the
With
winners
the
will
very
go on
next night.
Saturday night's main event.
Yep, will be a singles match, not a triple threat.
Right.
I thought it was set up as a triple threat on both sides, but it's not.
No.
Which also confuses me, and the graphic is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
because it confuses people. Just do a regular ass tournament bracket on both fucking sides.
Yeah.
But anyway, if it doesn't come down to Meechin and Chelsea Green, it's a waste.
I don't disagree. I think that, no offense to Bailey, but
She's a heavyweight
She's
contender.
already established.
Yep.
She's already a main event player.
It's the workhorse championship.
This is the belt for the people that need to be elevated and that can work toward the women's title. Bailey's already been
This
women's
is a belt
champion
you can
like
put
5
on
times.
Naomi, and I'm not going to be upset.
Exactly. So there you have it, folks. Chelsea Green. Hashtag
Chelsea
Team
Green,
Chelsea.
for sure. Hit us with the next one, please. All right, we're going to talk about tag team championships and how they're cursed.
Let's do it.
As you can see, the tag team championship since the conception of the tag team titles, which is not on here, but the Iconics.
Yeah.
Ended up leaving the tag titles.
Yeah.
You had Sasha Banks.
We predicted that too.
And Naomi quit.
Yeah.
And ever since then, the replacement someone's been injured.
Yeah. It was Naomi and Sasha who cursed them, I guess, on the way out.
Yeah, because Aaliyah held the title, got injured, and got released.
Yep.
All in the same day.
Dakota Kai.
Remember those witches had them too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, from NXT.
And they were gone for a year.
They cursed
They
it.
they got hurt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Dakota Kai, obviously, Liv Morgan.
Yep.
Raquel
Raquel?
Rodriguez is the bad luck girl. She's in more of these than anyone else.
That's true.
Here's the deal. The only reason that Jade didn't get injured technically wrestling.
No.
It's
just a
old
curse.
injury. Here's the deal. Take the titles from him. Give her a chance to defend the belt with somebody.
Yeah.
When they do that, have Naomi step in, be like, I'll be your partner. Keep going until eventually you find out that either A, Naomi was the one that attacked her to begin with,
Right.
or B, Bianca Belair did it herself, and that's the big heel turn.
Yeah.
But we won't know till after Mania because she's not due back until April or May of next year.
Yeah.
Naomi and Bianca planned it together.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
I mean, obviously one of the reasons is because there's no way she was ready for War Games.
No, God, no.
That would have been
Unless,
all the injuries
like
that
I
come
said-
out of War Games anyway.
Yeah.
That would have been even worse.
And it's like I said 2 weeks ago, unless she was going to be the number 5 spot to come in and just clean house for a minute.
There is one thing we're not going to go over.
What's that?
I promised myself that I wouldn't talk about the world's worst chair shots that took place at War Games
Oh,
with
yeah.
Nia Jax because everybody else is talking about it,
Yeah.
and I just didn't feel like it bears.
I'll tell you
repeating.
what is super funny about that, to me.
Well, no. What is it? I agreed not to talk about it.
No, well, you'll be all
on
right.
the show, so
Uh,
don't look at the camera directly.
So Nia Jax, yeah, she had the botched chair shot,
yeah,
right?
here.
She, stop it. She was trying to be safe, right? She was trying to be safe. Yes, it looked sloppy. Let's look bad.
But if she would have creamed him,
sloppy before.
Right.
And
But if
got
she'd creamed him, she'd have gotten shit on the internet
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Anyway,
her hole.
my favorite thing is that somebody tweeted, "It's time to have an uncomfortable conversation
I got it.
about."
I got it.
It's time to have an uncomfortable conversation about Nia Jax and her performance in the War Games match. To which Leah Fanine's Twitter, Nia, quote tweeted it and said, "I'm all ears. Let's talk about it."
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Good for you, Nia. Fuck those trolls.
Here's the deal. She is leaps and bounds better than what she was.
She hasn't hurt
Give
anybody.
the woman a fucking break. She's carrying Raw on her shoulder.
She's
Or
been back
SmackDown on her shoulder.
almost 2 years and hasn't hurt a single fucking
Not a
person.
single
I love
fucking
her.
person.
Me too.
I didn't
think-
watch her before. I've only watched her since she's
Well,
come back,
ever
and I
since
adore
she
her.
started getting help from Charlotte Flair,
Yeah. Now that
when
she's
she had her
back
knee
and
injury.
She lost weight.
yeah,
she's a lot more fluid now too. Like, she can move better.
yeah,
And
she
I
don't
think
mess around.
it's hard. Like, ask guys like Mark Henry and Viscera. It's easy to hurt somebody when you're just bigger than everybody else.
Ask me. I used to hurt
Like,
people all the time.
It's
not
really
intentionally.
easy. And you got to remember, Nia's bigger than some of the men on the roster.
Well, it's physics.
It's
if I'm bigger
exactly
than
that's
you,
all it is. It's physics.
If I'm bigger than you, my punches and body slams and shit should hurt you more than
and it's
a
going to
normal
be,
person.
it's difficult to frame it
I
in
was
a way
just good at it.
where, and yeah, I think because we were very vocal about her hurting people and stuff on the show before too, but she's really come a long way, and I want to give her flowers for that. Is what I'm saying.
Well, I know where you can
She
put.
got the
I know
crown.
where you can put those flowers.
I have a tremendous idea. Call me, Leah.
You want to see her.
First
flower.
off, her name's Liani,
Whatever.
not Leah. So first off, forget him.
Whatever,
Fuck
baby.
him. Fuck him.
Whatever.
How you doing?
I know you.
Hey, I'm Italian. We're almost the same.
Right.
Hit us with the next,
I know.
please.
I know you
She might be
Samoan,
a little
but
scared if she reads
I like
her.
Samoan.
yeah. I like Samoas.
I like pig's feet.
All right, give us the next before we get kicked off the air.
All right, rumor mill is running wild. Alexa Bliss is due back before WrestleMania season.
Yep.
Which means
No better way.
probably Monday night when the Final Testament wrestles the Six.
Bring it back. It's
Bring it
time.
back. I'm ready for
It's
it.
time.
She had a baby. She had that cancer health scare.
Yep.
She was having a problem with what's that called? Throws your equilibrium off when sometimes when you're pregnant.
Mhm.
It throws your
Yeah.
balance and shit off. She's had a hard time getting back to that.
Yeah.
Were you weren't here for the Carmella thing, were you? She has what's called a drop foot.
Oh, okay.
Reason she's not back is because your foot sets flat like this.
Yeah.
She can't lift her toes.
Oh, wow. That's
She
tough.
may never come back.
That's tough.
It's something that happens in pregnant women, and
Yeah.
shit. But she has what's called drop foot.
That sucks.
She can't lift her toes, so you can't run the ropes.
Yeah, that's true.
You break your fucking leg, your
Yeah.
ankle, or shatter your fucking knees.
Yeah.
But that's why Carmella
with
hasn't come
kids
back.
and a family and stuff, she can't avoid
Yeah.
she can't afford to risk the injury.
That's why a lot of the teases and shit had stopped.
That's fair.
But Alexa Bliss coming back can only be good things for Netflix.
Bring it back.
Even better things for the Wyatt Six.
Bring it back.
I do like that now they're portraying the Wyatt Six as people who can be beat.
Yep.
Which is the perfect way to play it. They
I don't
don't need to
disagree.
be superhuman.
They're growing on me.
Well, here's the
They're
deal. They're
growing on
letting them wrestle.
Yep.
Let them wrestle. Nikki Cross getting a chance to fucking throw down again is awesome.
Yeah. They're buying me back slowly.
Slowly. Hit us with the next one. Alexa Bliss due back WrestleMania season.
Yep.
Hashtag Buttfingers had a baby.
Yep. New baby for Eric Rowan and Sarah.
Can't imagine what those
Sarah
fingers.
Logan.
Yeah, Sarah Logan.
Can't imagine what those fingers smell like.
Batman
Stop it.
Pondo's ex-woman.
Yes, that is Pondo's
She sniffs her
ex-woman.
butt,
We-
she
we-
sniffs her
I know that 'cause I read the
fingers.
book.
Yep.
You know what they call that kid? His nickname Sniffy.
Oh, stop it. Congratulations on the birth of your baby. Go to the next slide. Fire him.
All right. Tony Khan's worst nightmare, one picture. Look who's on the far right.
Why, that is Seth Franklin Rollins.
And,
And Rebecca Quinn.
no, that is Miss Becky Lynch.
You're goddamn right it is.
Here's the deal. I love that him and CM Punk can coexist in the same photo.
Me too.
With the guy with Down syndrome in the middle to keep him and the Miz separated. Look at him. He's.
You just said that about Cody Rhodes.
No, I didn't. I meant the guy behind.
He's talking
Cody.
about the bald
I
guy.
meant the dude behind.
You still
Cody
don't say
Rhodes.
that.
Okay, I'm sorry. The gentleman who looks like he couldn't fight his way out of a wood paper sack is standing in the middle.
I hate
Look at him.
I see him.
He's not even looking at the camera. bro.
Anyway.
Anywho, Shane Gillis. I can do what I want. I'm taking it back. Here's the thing. Becky Lynch shows up for the Netflix photos and everything, and Tony Khan
She'll
is
be back.
somewhere in Jacksonville's crying.
She'll be back at the Rumble. No doubt in my mind. Yeah.
She's the number one. Her and The Rock are the two number
yep.
one
She'll be
picks.
back. She'll be back, baby.
They are. We'll get into
Because
it.
you can't have Seth Rollins versus CM Punk
Without
and
the
not
man.
have Becky Lynch
Oh,
versus
here's the
AJ
deal,
Lee.
though. Not coming back as the man. That's gross, man. She is a mother.
Most of them are.
No.
I have a type.
Not a secret. But here's the deal. God damn it. Tony Khan's upset, and rightfully so. But she was never coming to NXT.
That was never gonna.
It's
AEW.
never gonna happen for
She
you.
was never gonna go to AEW.
Well, I mean, she did go to NXT, didn't she?
She did, yeah. She could have gone to AEW and had a decent match with Britt
I
Baker.
also love that Liv Morgan and Rey Mysterio are so close together as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And is that Rhea between Ray and Seth?
And the Miz.
Yep.
Yeah,
Miz,
yeah,
all there.
yeah.
Whole gang.
All there.
Little gang.
Except, Dominic. 'cause
And Roman.
He's at the top of other photos, which we'll get into here in a minute.
That's right. Keep
Hit
it
us
trucking,
with-
Big Bad
Hit us
John.
with the next one, John. So, if you would have told me in 2024 that Vince McMahon would not be allowed to show up in a WWE building or a promoted event, but Eric Bischoff could, I'd have slapped you in your fucking face. Hard
Well,
as shit.
You know what really took it off the rails? Remember, because Bischoff did the little stint as the mediator for the, what was it, like Jericho MJF debate, or Cody and MJF debate
Yeah.
on AEW, whatever it
Yeah.
was. And then if you follow Bischoff on any of his social medias or listen to his podcast, he is constantly dragging Tony Khan.
Yeah.
And what better way to solidify that than to pop up on NXT?
And it said minute by minute it was more rated higher than
AEW was. Yeah, ridiculous.
But I just thought that was interesting.
Bad.
Eric Bischoff in
Bad.
a main level position.
I love it.
And no Vince McMahon.
Make him an on-air personality.
So let me ask you a question. Does that mean that Eric Bischoff won?
Yes.
No.
Well, Vince is gone.
No.
I think.
Actually, no. If anyone won, it was Paul Heyman. Because Vince is gone, Stephanie's gone, Shane's gone, and he's still got a job.
Fair enough.
He's been fired by every McMahon and subsequently rehired by every McMahon.
By another McMahon.
And now there are no McMahons, and Paul Heyman is on a leading role.
He does work for a con.
On a flagship show every single week.
He does work for a con, though.
Well, they're all cons. Hell, back in my day, the wrestling business was full of cons.
In one way or another. He was also on MLW a couple days ago, too, yeah. Him and the High Bros. Or, I'm sorry, the Filthy Bros. Hit us with the next one, big
Filthy
man.
Tom Lawler and Tom Riddle.
So, this is so fun that even Shawn Michaels wanted to get in on some. This is HBK.
I never thought of that.
There's more family members to come from different things tonight, but
my
HBK.
God. I cannot believe that never crossed my mind. Somebody, please, please, Chase Stevens, if you're out there, somebody, please be HBK. Fuck it. I'm going to lose the weight. I'm going to do it. I got a hairy chest and a mask. It'll be all right.
HBK.
He's just a sexy boy. In
Well,
hell.
Katie Vick knows just how heartbreaking he could be.
The devil's sexiest demon.
That's it.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Especially because Michaels is a Christian. Ah! I want to do this so bad. Pick me. Let me do it. I'll grow my hair out.
Oh, me.
All right, next.
me.
Me.
Daniel Bryan says he is not retired. He is retired from AEW in-ring competition, not a professional wrestling career, and said that a possible Hall of Fame induction and one more run in the WWE could be on the horizon.
He deserves it.
Here's the deal, induct the motherfucker. If it wasn't for him, CM Punk wouldn't be shit.
Well,
Let's be honest.
No. Actually, I'm gonna.
I think he would have died out.
I'm gonna put a pin in that for you.
I don't know.
Because without CM Punk,
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Daniel Bryan wouldn't be shit.
I have it reversed. Yes.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Daniel Bryan, Punk should induct him.
Yes, yeah, Punk should absolutely induct him.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for Punk's early success, Daniel Bryan coming out of NXT would have never gotten this. And also, the momentum that Daniel Bryan had going out was because Punk left.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, he left.
And Punk coming back to AEW was what inspired Daniel Bryan's move to AEW in the first place.
Could be a good payoff.
But they had one more match.
Why not?
We never got Daniel Bryan and Punk in AEW, which was the match that everybody wanted.
Yep.
One more fucking match. The Dragon.
Well, hell, half the matches that we got with Punk in we didn't want.
That's fair. Well, Punk and MJF I got.
Punk and Joe was good.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're saying pumpkin.
Pumpkin Joe.
Pumpkin Joe. Yeah.
That's a great gimmick.
Hit us with the next one.
Pumpkin Joe. I'm going to put that.
Pumpkin Joe. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, this should be a thing.
Agreed.
This
100%.
is the year. Do it now. Have a big build for Mania for the Wyatt Six.
Have the entire Wyatt Six inducted.
Yep.
Do vignettes with
have
each
Alexa
one of them.
Bliss inducted.
Yeah.
Do vignettes with everybody. Do sit-down interviews, talk about the effect that Bray had on them. Have Bo Dallas do the formal introduction.
Well, I heard the end of the storyline goes to Bo Dallas wearing the Fiend gear.
Good, I'm glad.
The new Fiend gear that he didn't get to wear.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate end game for.
Good.
Which I think Alexa Bliss will have something to do with.
I'm sure.
Because, she defeated the Fiend.
As long as the Wyatt Six eventually gets their revenge on Randy Orton for setting the Fiend on fire.
Not to mention attacking John Cena for beating Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania that year.
Okay, give me Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk. I want the match like 15 years ago. Exactly.
Yeah.
Give it to the people.
Yeah, I would totally. And it's still going to be good. It's still going to be good.
Yeah, it'd be a fucking 5-star classic.
Yes.
If it happened in Tokyo, it'd be 7 stars.
Yeah. 7.5. Hit us with the next one, please.
Did you see,
a quarter star.
Did you see where Chris Van Vliet was sitting down with The Undertaker the other day? They were talking about the fact that Taker's never got a 5-star match, and Taker's like, man, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then Chris Van Vliet was like, well, if you and Michaels had happened in the Tokyo Dome, it would have gotten 7 stars. And then Taker just started shitting on Meltzer. It was fantastic.
The mask that Rhea Ripley wore for Survivor Series was created by the same mind who put the Fiend mask together.
Also makes the Shinsuke Nakamura samurai mask.
Yes,
And
which we will look at here in a little
the,
bit.
Cody Rhodes mask.
Cody Rhodes mask as well.
Yep.
The big skull.
He's
from
the guy.
WrestleMania. Yep.
The detail's fantastic.
Yeah.
The only other person besides Bray Wyatt to don the Fiend outfit.
Didn't he also do Triple H's
Skull.
skull
with
gear
the crown,
like every year
yes.
for WrestleMania?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yep, specifically.
Yeah.
Here's
their
the
guy.
deal. This fucking gentleman is super talented.
What a cool fucking job that would be.
Fucking killer job, bro.
The WWE's mask maker. That's just a cool gig.
And there's not a lot of masks, so there's not like a super, super big market for
Yeah.
those kind of masks.
Yeah, he's probably making
rather.
bank just working with
Dude.
one, or,
Well,
one, two, or three people.
he's trained underneath Love Machine from Tom Savini. He trained under Tom Savini.
Oh, nice.
He's the guy from Love Machine.
Yeah.
Also Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
That's his apprentice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's where the Fiend music and shit come from. Tom Savini helped with.
That's cool. That Rhea mask. We talk
Can
about
we
how
talk
awesome
about
that is?
it?
Hell yeah, we can.
For sure. Also, who has a cracked fucking orbital bone, takes the fucking mask off, and then just immediately headbutts the fucking person she broke her eye
Rhea
on?
Ripley?
to begin with?
Badass.
I'll tell you what, though. If I were Buddy, I'd tell her to keep the mask on. During. Just choke her.
Well, they can't because the horns there look too much like Stephanie McCure, and I'm a fan.
I'll take both. Next.
Fucking Deion Sanders, you take both.
Take both.
Here's something pretty cool from Ringside Rivalries. I believe that's Ringside Roster. Sorry. WWE announced, Triple H specifically, that time zones when we go to Raw on Netflix will not. Nothing will be postponed. It will all be shot live, which means
If it goes live at 7 o'clock in that arena, it goes live 7 o'clock. It goes live at that time all around the world.
yes.
So if it's 2 a.m. on your end of the world, that's
Sorry
when it comes
about
on.
Gonna jump immediately to on demand once it's been shown.
Yeah.
But it will be continuously live
That's cool.
for every episode of Raw that comes to Netflix. There will be no
If they ever go back to Japan, that means we'll be watching Raw at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Exactly.
I don't mind.
Me either.
Hit us with the next one, John. I thought that was real
Just
interesting.
pick me up from the bar.
Pat McAfee
We'll watch it at the bar.
says, an absolute honor to be asked back. A childhood dream realized every single time I'm lucky enough to be in the arena with the WWE Universe. Can't wait to be talking
Talking into a microphone.
next to Michael Cole again. He's the GOAT. Here's the deal. Pat McAfee is coming back full-time.
Mm-hmm.
No more College Day. ESPN contract fell through because they kept trying to censor Pat McAfee on his show.
You
To which
can't
Pat
censor
McAfee
Pat
responded,
McAfee.
I actually played football. Y'all didn't.
Yeah.
So, here's the deal. Y'all's fucking lost.
And Pat McAfee and Michael Cole will be the Raw commentators.
And Corey
And it's gonna be
Graves.
Raw.
And to whom fills the spot with Corey Graves, I have no idea.
It's going to be the sports guy they got on Raw right now.
Test
whatever his name
whatever it is. Test.
Joe.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that.
He's great. He sounds like a sports
I
commentator.
was just
sports.
telling Coletta the other night.
Yeah.
He started to really
He's really
grow
coming
on me.
into his own, man. He just
trying.
had to get
He's
familiar
trying.
with he had to get familiar with the product.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Hit us with the next one, John. So, this is interesting. LFG, otherwise known as Legend Future Greats,
Also, let's fucking go.
is going to be the latest addition to the A&E lineup for WWE, partnership with what looks like a tough enough show. Mickey James, Booker T, Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Bubba Ray Dudley, and the list keeps growing. Booker T was a name thrown out there.
Yep.
It's going to keep growing. Here's the deal. Every week, a group of mentored young people or wrestling hopefuls will go. Now, here's the deal. Is that secretly the WWE?
I was just about to
program?
say that. That's got to be how they introduced the WWE ID guys.
It'd be cool.
What a
It would
perfect
be
way.
a smart way to do it because they're already contracted.
Yeah.
So if they're seen on TV and they're offered a deal,
They already got stock in the company. They already got the presentation. They're already
and
presented to the
TNA
audience.
has first look rights, from what I understand. So That's fucking awesome. I never thought about that. That's probably
literally,
what
as
it
you were
is.
saying it, that's what came to my mind.
And it's like they're building a roster.
That's fantastic. It's going to be very similar. It's like if we were talking off air
It's like
earlier,
if Tough Enough
the original NXT and Tough Enough had a baby.
and the Roku WWE show we watched that was filmed at Next Gen.
Yeah.
Where Shawn Michaels was the
Yeah.
coach and Big E and shit.
A team of mentors with young talent.
Yeah, it's
gonna
kind of
be
like
fucking
we're gonna mix them together. But here's the deal: A&E getting
Yeah.
another hour's worth of WWE programming in ring. In a way, it's still in a way in ring.
Do I get that on Smack?
You know what is great that I really like about that? A&E is, for all intents and purposes, as most of us remember, it's always like the documentary channel.
Yes.
Well, here's the deal: they always treated WWE with respect because I remember Biography back before they had to deal with A&E.
Yeah.
Biography was the first one to stand up for the WWE, stand up for Stone Cold Steve Austin, stand up for a lot of people.
Well, and what I like about it is that it's not going to be framed like a reality show. It is, in a sense.
It is,
But it's not
more...
going to be framed like a reality show. It's going to be like a genuine analog of superstars coming and learning from the top stars of the business. What I'm saying is, to me, it gives it an air of legitimacy being on A&E and not being on USA Network.
Agreed.
Makes sense?
Agreed. It's not on a prime time.
Exactly.
But it's more of a 9 p.m. show.
Exactly.
Than a 7 p.m. show.
Right. Right, exactly.
Yes.
So it's not gonna paint it like it's something that's not.
So it will join Hidden Treasures.
Yep. Rivals.
And Rivals. And the Biography series. And now A&E has a WWE block of programming every week.
Every week.
A different channel or a different company owns every single different kind of... You can access WWE on every single platform you could possibly get to now.
Hulu.
Because A&E is basic cable.
A&E, yeah, but you can also get it on the Discovery app and one other app, including Hulu.
Discovery app is also on Cinemax.
There you go.
Because they own Discovery.
They found a way.
And January, not 6th, AEW has a pay-per-view. January the...
Oh, yeah.
5th.
Full Gear?
Not World's End. New Year's something or other.
Whatever,
It's the first paper. Oh, Fight for the Fallen.
Yeah,
and it's going to be the first simulcast with Cinemax.
Cinemax, yeah. Or HBO Max.
Yeah, they now they will be running their shit on
I have
Cinemax.
to go in like 10 minutes. I just want to make that clear because I got to go to work.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead and hit us with the next one.
Champa's beard oil.
It'll get you drunk. Oh, good old
Do you
Ciampa.
want to look like a crazed drunken uncle at Thanksgiving but want to dress up for grandma? Try Champa's beard oil.
It's beard oil.
Smells like birds.
It smells like Pierce Morgan in Home Alone 2. Hit us with the next one, please.
Top in some bag.
Here's the list of the top 30, under 30 professional wrestlers in the world. And as you can see at the number 1 slot, it is Dominic Mysterio.
Hey, they're all heels.
Most of them, yes. Well, you got Hook
Well,
on there,
Hook,
Jordan Grace. Yeah.
Okay, Vikingo.
Yeah.
But the majority of the list is heels.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Dominic Mysterio is sitting pretty at number 1.
Dragon Lee at 29.
If only somebody on this show had said forever ago that he'd be the number 1 heel in the business one day.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, you know. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
He owes us.
That's right.
Me specifically.
You specifically, yeah.
Yeah, he owes me.
MJF, how dare you fall down to
go
number
where
2?
It doesn't belong, but you know.
However, Toni Storm coming in at number 3 is fantastic because
Yeah, she retired.
She had the best fucking year of anybody.
Rhea Ripley,
in
Mariah
wrestling.
May, Toni Storm follow out the top 5.
Toni Storm is just what a year, man! Incredible.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Hit us with the next slide.
The Royal Rumble is Saturday, February 1st, bringing the Royal Rumble, like I said earlier, the first time outside of January since its conception.
It's only 3 hours away from us.
Yes, but tickets are like $3,600 for the cheap seats. Which is
know.
dumb
It's
as shit.
expensive.
Anyway, Royal Rumble, next stop, main level winners. They're thinking it's going to be The Rock and Becky Lynch, so we will see.
Yeah.
I also heard Naomi was an idea being kicked around, but I fucking hope not.
She only wins if WrestleMania's in New Orleans.
That's true. Or Miami.
She won WrestleMania back to back. New Orleans women's title.
Yeah, hometown. Hit us with the next one, John. I don't think we have a whole lot left. The Rock is not planned to work WrestleMania 41. WWE is moving forward with creative plans just in case.
Just in case they can't get him.
They can't get him.
But they're going to get him. Fuck.
If they don't get him, it will be CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. That'll be the favor.
I think that could be a tease.
That'll bother the fuck out of me.
That'll be the favor for Paul Heyman. That CM Punk cashes in.
Oh, that's right, Paul. Paul owes him one.
But this is just like The Rock to tease us and then not fucking show up. So hit us with the next one, please. So there was HBK, and now there's Them Kind.
Them Kind! I found this on Twitter the other day, and I fucking love it.
Them Kind.
Them Kind is their name, representing all of the anguish and fortitude of all humankind. Yeah, Them Kind. What a great idea, and what a great addition to the extended Kane family.
I bet Foley just loves it.
I bet you Foley's the only... Like, I know why...
He's probably the only guy.
I know why Glenn Jacobs doesn't like the extended Kane stuff, because it's completely counterintuitive to his politics. Mick Foley loves everybody. And as long as this guy does it well, fuck it.
Right?
Well, the gain and
well, here's the deal. It's
cocaine and all those.
Them Kind.
Yeah, Them Kind.
It's probably Annika Murphy in that match.
I want They Kind next.
So X-Pac,
accidentally
looking juicy as fuck.
Did you read the caption of the picture?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what happened to my T-shirt.
Yeah, accidentally took this picture without a shirt on or whatever.
It is the most jacked 50-some-odd-year-old man I've ever seen in my life.
And just look at him. He's healthy. He's clean. He's
just
fit.
Begging for one more match.
He's been doing the stem cell treatments that like Angle did and all the other guys.
One more match.
One more match, yes, with Sami Zayn.
Against either Sami Zayn or Blue King. Hit us with the next one.
I raise you Carmelo Hayes and X-Pac.
These are the four that were on the chopping block, as in going into the free agency. Apparently, you said Penta is still with AEW.
Penta, as far as his tweet was concerned, however, the contract holdup is really more on Ray Phoenix's side, and I think Penta's just sticking it out for Ray. Jordan Grace, her contract's coming up. Josh Alexander's contract's coming up. Joe Hendry's contract's coming up, all from TNA. Ricky Starks is an interesting one because we don't actually know what his contract status is.
He was pulled from that GCW event for things he said about Tony Khan's dad.
But as
not
far as
due
his,
to contract.
But as far as his contract status, we know he's off TV and we know that he's still signed with AEW.
Yeah.
But nobody knows for how long.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, if he does become a free agent anytime soon, I have full belief that WWE will scoop him up, throw him on NXT, and put his ass right to work.
All right, hit us with the next one.
Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears was another name I was thinking that could have showed up in that Iron Survivor match.
NXT Africa was announced. Yep. The latest expansion for NXT is going to Africa.
Which, again, explains why they put Obafemi on the front page of NXT.
Putting a belt on him again.
They're going to make him, and that's always a good way to introduce your audience. They did the same thing with Jinder Mahal when the WWE did their expansion into Saudi Arabia.
It's going to be an awesome idea.
They did the same thing with Shinsuke Nakamura and NXT when they wanted to do NXT Japan. It's you've got to have a talent that people can resonate with and connect with.
No official word on a timetable yet.
It's
just been
as it happens. You know where they should go? Is that African wrestling company that does their shit outside?
Oh, Soggy Ground.
Whatever those guys are. That's
the ones that Cody was given, Roman was given the belts to.
Yeah, and they got a ring now.
Yeah.
So that's who.
Cody Rhodes gave him the ring.
Another somebody else got him the ring. But that's where they need to go.
Yeah,
go get all those boys.
Hit us with the next one, John. Here's the Saturday night's main event announcement that was made. Jesse the Body Ventura makes his return to the broadcast table for Saturday night's main event, December 14th, live at 7 o'clock on NBC, first revealed on the BRL Simmons podcast. He also, Saturday night's main event will return in January in San Antonio, Texas. So it will be a thing going forward. You know where they found Jesse, right?
He was in the Baja.
Was he in the Baja?
He was in the Baja. You can build your house as big as you want down there in the Baja. Another guy, not a McMahon in sight.
No.
They managed to bring Jesse Ventura's ass back.
Well, Triple H somehow got fucking Bruno to do it in the last couple of years of Bruno's life. Here's, I found him in the Baja. Hit us with the next one, please. Here's that Shinsuke Nakamura.
Fucking just tasty. Isn't that fucking cool?
That's cool shit.
Beautiful.
I love that he continues to do the poison in the eyes because Muta spit it in his eyes.
And somebody on Twitter the other day was like, can we not have every Japanese wrestler do the mist thing?
He caught
But
Muda's and
what-
spit it back at
What they
him.
don't understand is the only Japanese wrestlers that do that are Japanese wrestlers who have either been influenced, trained, or worked closely with Muda.
Or earned it.
Shinsuke, Tajiri,
Yep.
Muda, a handful of other guys in Japan. But it's not like every Japanese wrestler that wrestles in America doesn't do that.
No.
It's only wrestlers who have a close tie to Muda.
It's also very racist of a statement for you to make.
Exactly, and that's something
You should
like
punch yourself
like
in the
if you
face.
don't understand the reverence of the mist, then you don't know what the fuck you're talking
Yep.
about. Because Muda created it, and only people that work closely with him have the
Yeah,
permission.
tell
number
Tajiri
one.
that it's stupid.
Go ahead. Tell the Japanese buzzsaw that he can't do the fucking mist.
Yeah.
Eat my knob.
This is the last
And
samurai.
then, I can't fucking stand every single fucking time I get on the internet, these fucking wrestling fans. It's always, can we normalize not doing this? And can wrestlers not do that? And can you do... Shut the fuck up.
They would have never lasted in my Attitude Era.
Look, yes, as fans, you're supposed to be passionate and you're supposed to have opinions, but have fucking good ones and have decent hills to die on versus, well, I don't think wrestlers should do dangerous shit. You clearly haven't been watching the product you claim to love for the past 50 fucking years it's been on television.
First off, Mick Foley is a fucking treasure. He's a national treasure.
And no, do I think that every wrestler should be doing unprotected chair shots? Absolutely fucking not. But if you're in the middle of a blood feud that's money and you decide on your own accord to do it, as a fan, you're not trained at all. You don't know what you're talking about.
I'm glad blood is allowed now. I think
On special occasions.
I cannot watch cage matches where no one bleeds.
Oh, this one!
It doesn't make sense.
This one pissed me off. So, Eric Stevens, my good buddy from Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Right? As a member of one of the greatest Ring of Honor rosters in fucking history. Right? So he tweets out, like last week at some point in time, cage matches with no blood don't make any sense.
No.
And then here, I'll pull it up. I want to read it fucking verbatim. Because this bitch pissed me the fuck off. Where is it?
Pissed him off.
It really pissed
Am I on the right? No, I'm on the wrong Twitter. Hold
While
on.
he's searching, go ahead and hit us with another one real quick. Well, that kind of...
It's right here. All right, so Eric Stevens says, cage matches without blood aren't good.
Uh-huh.
And then this woman says, I think there's a conversation that needs to be had about so many wrestling fans that are actually just sadistic creeps who can only enjoy a performance if someone is bleeding or risking their lives with unnecessary or excessively violent stunts. It's quite alarming. Now, Eric responded to that himself. He said, if I could find it. Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Where did you go? Damn it, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go all the way back through this. Okay, anyway. So basically, she said, whatever, him about being a wrestling fan. To which I responded, to refer to a member of the greatest Ring of Honor roster ever as a wrestling fan is crazy work. Most of us who prefer violent, hard-hitting pro wrestling do so because it's engrossing. It's entertaining that way. We like violent, hard-hitting pro wrestling because violent, hard-hitting pro wrestling is what made pro wrestling. Taking the violence and the hard-hitting nature out of pro wrestling is what made sports entertainment. While guys in the Mid-South and the territories were having blood feuds and fighting their asses off to fill arenas, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage, great workers, not tremendous or hard-hitting or violent professional wrestlers, got to strut down to the ring in a colorful suit with $1 million contract and make a joke of the art form that inspired this business, that changed television, that established Nielsen ratings, that established the first ever segregated audience in American history when it came to popular media. So if you don't like violent, hard-hitting wrestling, watch table tennis, you fucking pussies.
I found his rant.
Sorry.
Or you can watch AEW and watch kids jump around. Hit us with the next one, John. So, Dominic Mysterio showing the new tattoos on his hands. They're different masks for several Lucha Libre legends.
Oh, I love it.
That's incredible. Hey, Big Bad John, how many more slides do we have to go?
No telling, but I think we're towards the end.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay.
But
if I can scoot out of here.
Cool fucking nod.
Yeah.
To the Mysterio Lucha Legends.
Yeah. Psychosis,
mask thing.
Nomascaris. All right, guys, I have to leave for work.
Go ahead.
So
with the next
I am
one,
going to
John.
sign off here, and I'm going to let somebody else in the studio take over for me. And ha!
Trick Willie. Selling the Trick Willie Wonka bar. Newly added with cream filling, only $69.99 or... Well, no, it's only going to be $69.99.
That's
You're
right.
going to get it cheaper than that.
All right, y'all. I love y'all.
It's Christmas time.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Sorry I got to split, but I got to go pay my bills.
All right. Go ahead and hit us with the next one, John.
Love you.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's nice and warm.
There's Paul Heyman has been recently let everyone know that he has been working behind the scenes while being gone with mentoring such people as Braun Breaker, Jey Uso, Damian Priest, Bronson Reed, who had his ankle shattered, having to have reconstructive ankle surgery, and of course the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Paul Heyman in the ear of several professional wrestlers at the top of their game in WWE right now, and it shows with the promo builds and all of that fun stuff. Everything seems to work really well. It's good to see that he's being able to give back to the younger community in professional wrestling. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad Joe. This is era for era poster. I just thought it was kind of interesting. A lot of dream matches thrown up here. The Rockers versus the Hardys. Hogan versus Steve Austin, Piper, and The Rock. Jericho and Savage, I think, would totally be worth
That would be.
the price of admission. Also, Mankind and Jake Roberts would be kind of cool. Hogan and Austin would blow the roof off the place in both of their days.
Roddy and Rock would be good.
Roddy and Rock would be more of a microphone,
Still be great.
but would be fantastic. Just
They would
somebody
be
had thrown
great
this
promos.
together, and I thought that they deserved to have it shown on a bigger scale. Their name is across the bottom of the thing that lets you know. So if you know freeze frame it or whatnot, it will be on the picture there. Go ahead and hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. Here's the deal: one of these heel gimmicks has to go and never existed. This is tough. You have Rick Rude, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Mr. Perfect, otherwise known as Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig, if you believe me. Hennig. And other people seem to think that's his name, but I don't remember it being that.
If you look, it says Hennig.
It never did when I was a kid, so.
For
that's
me,
the way it is.
I would get rid of Kurt because I've heard of the other three a lot more than the other one growing up.
You can't get rid of the glorious Bobby Roode. I'm sorry.
That's
Just
Rick.
not.
That's Rick Rude.
I know, but he's still glorious.
I would say the $1 Million Man. I'm more partial to Jake Roberts than I am the $1 Million Man. Jake was good on the stick. Mr. Perfect, probably one of from Minnesota, probably one of the pound for pound greatest.
You know, us Minnesota people bring out the
Also,
best.
the first person to have the undefeated streak in WWE back in like '87.
Don't you know?
So I'm gonna say Ted DiBiase goes and never existed. I don't think it hurt much. Go ahead and hit us with the next one. All right, don't forget we have our custom T-shirt. The new T-shirt. You can whistle while you work, but you can't cry when you twerk. With Twerk and Terry there. We have the what is it? 3D sticker, or is it the rainbow holographic sticker?
Yep.
We got the shirt in several different colors. Buy one for every day of the week. Buy three for your friends. Tonica, 8
Christmas is
presents.
coming.
8 crazy nights, 8 presents. Plus Christmas, you got to buy Christmas for friends.
That would be a pretty
And
crazy
here's the
present.
deal: everything on the site is incredibly cheap. So I mean, not quality wise,
Good
but
stuff.
price wise,
Do we have
keeps the
anything on
heaviness
sale?
off of your pocket.
Do we have anything on sale for Christmas?
I can put some stuff.
Look on there here within the next couple days or whatnot. Look for sales coming. But buy T-shirts. We've got T-shirts. We've got notebooks,
Mugs.
hats, mugs, shoes. We had a bikini at one time.
I want a
Uh,
fanny pack with Twerk and Terry on it.
That'd be kind of cool. You can put it on your back, twerk with him. Be great.
That would be
Don't forget, 8
hilarious.
crazy nights plus Christmas plus. Hey, here's the deal. New Year's Day. Buy yourself something nice on New Year's Day. Buy yourself a T-shirt. It'll be great. They're all 100% comfortable cotton and fantastic
Start
for
the
you
new
to
year
wear.
with Twerk
And-
and Terry.
And they all come in different colors too. So you don't have to have. You can buy like 9 of them in different colors.
You can just get one.
Rep
of
your
each
boys. Streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown for all of your Pro Wrestling Throwdown, official Pro Wrestling Throwdown merch. Go ahead and hit us with the next one. Riddle showed up in TNA, also in MLW. Riddle is now working the indies here. Says that he has hopes that one day of getting back to the E, but it just depends
take
on.
it or leave it.
I was about to say I'd like to see him and Randy again, but
I could take him or leave him.
Cool together.
but again, he's got to straighten his shit up, or no one learns. You know what I mean? Do it.
Do it.
Well, that's weird. That's cyberspace, Caleb. I don't like that as much. Hit us with the next one, please. Ryan Nemeth, brother to Nick Nemeth, otherwise known as Dolph Ziggler, the TNA champion, was ordered to verbally antagonize CM Punk in a promo during live AEW taping per Fightful, that says that Tony Khan told him to try to instigate a fight with CM Punk during a live taping of AEW. Ryan Nemeth, just being released from AEW, dropped that bomb on an interview with Fightful. And they're supple Nick. Stop it. I can hear him say it when it pops up on the screen. It's fucked up. Supple Nick. Anyways, here's the deal. Tony Khan was just asking for somebody to get their ass whipped.
Supple neck.
You see a supple neck right here? That neck. It's all supple and shit. You're welcome. I'd show a nipple, but then this has got to be kids can't watch.
Yeah, but
It's going to get all
mine's
X-rated and shit in here. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
I believe that was it.
That's it. Holy shit. CM Punk finishes the show yet again in 2 weeks' time. That's something to think about.
Way to go, Phil.
Here's the deal. Consume as much wrestling as you can over the next couple days, because when the WWE trade window opens, wrestling is going to get real fucking crazy, real fucking fast.
It's going to get good.
Starting Monday night with the Wyatt Six versus the Final Testament on Raw.
I'm so excited.
Another round of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Tuesday night, we get the fallout from NXT Deadline. See where we're going with those storylines. Obafemi will open the show.
Oba.
MF. I see, he can't even cuss it.
You're just not good at this.
He's just not.
He's driving.
It's his
Well,
fingers.
that's his own fault.
It's his fingers. It is.
There's
He's
something
got them.
wrong with them.
He's got them big skeleton finger things.
No, they're
So
all
they-
screwed
they
up.
look like
Remember
dinosaurs.
they
They're like
yeah.
that.
Brontosaurus thing.
Yeah, like that.
It's
It's this finger he uses. It's always
Yeah,
that finger right
it's
there
that
that
one.
he uses. But
You would know.
well, he likes 6 fingers. Don't ask me how I know that. But anyway, so
What happens in the backstage?
we will be having early start times for the show for the rest of the year. I hope that we have more information on the Penta situation,
ready for
Bronson
Penta.
Reed, and we're getting ready to go into the Royal Rumble, which is my time of the year. Enjoy your lead while you have it.
It'd be cool to see Penta come in around the Rumble.
It would be cool. There's going to be a lot of things, a lot of surprises. But as for anything else, that's where we have it. So until next week, we have been Pro Wrestling Throwdown as a collective, and one collective hive mind. And as always,
Fine.
You fucking bored.
keep it real.
Merch store?